Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, happy Friday, good evening, maybe, depending. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Nora. Hello, Becca. Hello, friends. Turn on the sub only. Turn that off. Hi, everyone. Hi, GP. Hello, Cass and Sarah and Megan. Hi, Tilly. Hi, Joe. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Wick. Hello, Cancelo. Hello, Jenny. Cass, Amy. Hello, Sarah. User Valine. GP, Natasha. Bailey. Hello. Madeline Blue. Jay, thank you. Thank you, Bailey. Hello, Mia. Amy, Laura, Angel, Malachi. Colt, hi from Las Vegas. Hello, hello, Amparo. Trying to say hi to everyone. Olivia, hello. Remington, hi. Kara, Jelva, Lesseth, hello. Smem, hello. Thank you, Jenny. Hi, Remington. Thank you, Cass and Anna. K Bass, hello. Olivia, hello. Tiffany, hi. I'm great. How are you? Allie, Saul, Michael. It's a snow day. It's a rain day in San Francisco. Thank you, beginner. What are we eating today? We're at a what kind of food is this? Burmese food today. Thank you, Liliana. Hi, Carlita. Hello, Rebecca and Chloe. Jelva, hi. Twinkie, Stephanie. Michael, thank you. Sylvie. Cass Cold Brew. I don't even know how to say that. Melvian, hello. Nikki, Human, hello. Uh, why is no one hating? I don't know. Hello, Ella. Hello, Megan and Paige. Good afternoon, Lynn. I'm not sure what I'm going to order yet. Lily's a man's name, is it? That's crazy. Maybe somewhere else in the world. Thank you, Baker. Hello, Ella. Hi, Hith. Hello, Adriana. Hi. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Dee and Kennedy. Thank you, Callie. Hi, Janice. Do you prefer to not straighten your bangs? Normally not. No, they're just so long at this point. Thank you, Sylvie. I'm great. How are you, Melv? Hi, Carolina. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Zero. Hello, Rock. Did my piercings hurt? Not really. It is lunchtime. It's noon exactly here. Hi, Sadie. Hi, Bree. Thank you, Bright Eyes. Hi, Sad Bunny. Hello. Hi, Megan. Ooh, look at us, y'all. It's Friday, baby. You want to see me with straight hair? Well, I think in my most recent post, towards the end, there was a picture for like a second or so in the timeline where I have straight hair. That's very recent. Hi, Ashlyn. Hi, Layla. Happy birthday. Hello, Gabby. Thank you, Carolina. I love that name, by the way. And the little strawberry next to your name is cute. What country am I in? I'm in San Francisco, which is a city in America. Hello, user52. Hi, Jada X. Hello, Tracy. Hi, Lewis. Hello, friend. How are you? Of course, Sadie. Hi. Hello, Brielle. Hello, Sam. Uh, Hello, Alexis. Thank you, Unknown. What's my favorite color? Probably red. Thank you, Stevo. Hi, Maura. Hi, Kelly. Your parents were married in South Carolina. You got your name from that? That's fun. Let's talk about this comment really quick from Not Professional 123. Sometimes I get these comments that are like, "Hi, I'm praying for you," which is basically like the most passive aggressive insult. So if I'm not here to litigate if this is an insult or not, it's not, or it is. I just want to say that if you're someone who sent me one of these DMs or to anyone, know that we can see through it. A lot of people like to use religion to obscure their bigotry, right? To be like, oh well, it's in the name of God, so it's nothing to do with me. It's just God doesn't like you. I don't mind, but God doesn't like you. It's like no, no, no. It's okay. You can say it. It's okay. You can say you just don't like trans people. You can say it. Do I like the name Megan? I saw the movie Megan. That was fun. I don't really have a strong feeling either way. My pronouns are she, her. How is it an insult to pray for your well-being? Because it's suggesting that my well-being is in question, and I am very well. Hello, Glizzy. Hello, user 01. Your name is Megan. Cool. Well, hi. God loves everyone. Take it as a compliment. Absolutely not. Love that headband. Thank you. Hi. Would you go by they, them as well? I mean, anyone, unless specified otherwise, you can say they or she. But if you only call me they, that's a bit of a problem because, like, if you're refusing to call me she, but you can call me they. You can call anyone they, really. It's gender neutral, so everyone uses it. Uh, how do you feel about the Congress thing with the bathrooms? I think it's ridiculous, and I'm glad we have a trans congressional person or a congressperson to fight against that at its source. Hello, Leanne. Hi, Amy. I did take a break. And someone asked who was it. They said, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a while." Hi, Gemma. Just hopped on. We're just starting out today. We haven't even read the menu yet. Hi, Carmi. It's been a while. I was just taking a break, a little mental health break. Thank you, Greenlee. Thank you, Officer Hops. Ooh, there's a good question. We're getting right into it, y'all. If a biological woman asked you to leave the bathroom, would you? Well, first off, I am a biological woman. And second off, if anyone asked me to leave a bathroom, the answer would be no. And they would have to drag me kicking and screaming. Good luck. I'm not leaving without a fight in that case. But I'm just there to use the bathroom. So thank you, Amy. Glad to see you back. Thank you, Jelva. Hello, your girl. Gonna call you whatever I want. Okay, well, that's your right. Have I had any surgeries? No, not yet. I have not had surgeries. I'm getting facial feminization surgery. Thank you, Jessica. Early next year, probably actually maybe not early, closer to the summer, unless I somehow move up on the wait list. How am I? I'm good, Amy. How are you? All right, there's a lot of nastiness in the chat today. Thank you, Amy. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead and try and filter out some of the trolls. Yeah, could I do a honey ginger tisane, please? Thank you. All right, there we go. Hi, everyone. If you want to be able to talk, you absolutely can. It's $2 to talk for the entire stream, and for the next month, it's $2 flat, so not too bad. If you have a question you want to ask me, you can absolutely subscribe. Thank you, Jelve, very much. Cheers to you, my friend. Very fancy sip of water with the pinky out. So who we got in here? We got Kimberly. We got Trish. Thank you, Jessica. We got Liz. Hello, Liz. How's everyone doing today? A lot of nastiness in the chat today. I don't know what it is. The trolls have caught on. Yesterday, it was like super chill. Today, a lot of nastiness. Hello, Mallory. Hi, King Z. Hi, Liz. Is this Liz B? Do I know this Liz? Oh, no, actually, this is a different Liz. Hello, Liz B. How are you doing? So yeah, anyways, yesterday, fit check? Sure. I mean, I can, do you want me to stand up? I guess I could, but there's not really much to see. I can kind of just show you I'm wearing black jeans and black boots. Thank you so much. I've got this, like, I don't know what you'd even call this kind of shirt, but it's one piece. It's just kind of like a little thing here. I'm really into it. Long day at work. I feel that, Allie. Good afternoon, West for B. Hello. Thank you, Alyssa. Yeah, I actually was gonna wear something else this morning, but I forget why. Oh yeah, I was gonna save it. Peephole, peekaboo. Yeah. I think both of those sound about right. I'm gonna save it because I'm going out dancing tomorrow night. Is it an Italian place? No, we're actually at a Burmese restaurant, which is kind of like Indian food. Thank you, Mallory. Kind of like Indian food, but not quite. But very similar. So, like, if you want, we can read the menu. So cute. Thank you, Mallory. Did I get this top in every color? I got it in white, red, and I have one in brown coming. I figured that would be cute. You like? I think it looks good on me. There was another dress. I was talking to someone this morning who's like, "Oh, why don't you wear the dress with lemons on it?" And I put it on, and it was too big for me. I grew out of it, or the opposite of growing out of it, whatever that is. Thank you, Liz. Okay, shall we read the menu? Hello, Amy. How are you? Whew. So they have small plates. I mean, they have a bunch of stuff in like this. It's called a treasure box. They call it. It's kind of like a prefix menu. They have a tea leaf salad, which I love tea leaf salad, but it has caffeine in it, so I cannot have it, sadly. They have fiery braised tofu, which is tofu wok tossed with mixed vegetables and 5-spice sweet heat sauce. Hello, Maria. Hi, Vamp Love. Thank you, human. Thank you, Twinkie, for subscribing. Cheers to you. Get a very fancy sip of this ginger honey tisane, which is kind of just like hot, sweet, lemony water. Gingery, very gingery. Oh, it's so good. I love ginger. Okay. Eggplant and garlic sauce. Garden green curry. Coconut chicken curry. Put a pin in that. Kabat shrimp, which is cherry, tomato, onions, jalapeno, cilantro, mint, lemon, and shan tikka spice. Hello, Ellie. They also have a lemongrass steak, which is interesting. Spicy lemongrass marinated skirt steak, tomato relish, and Burmese chimichurri. Oh, thank you, Twinkie. You're very sweet. By the way, at 300 subscribers, we're going to go to the Cheesecake Factory. So I would say it's possible, maybe a bit of a stretch that we hit 300 today, but if we did, thank you, Bailey. There we go. Hey, we're only 26 away. At 300, we're going to go to the Cheesecake Factory. That's for you. Thank you, Bailey. Was it difficult to cut out caffeine? Insanely difficult, and I crave it all the time. But if I'm being honest, I am just less anxious without it. And anxiety ain't worth it. You know, what kind of tea is that? It's actually, I don't even know if it's tea. It's hot water, lemon, and ginger. So I don't think you could even call it tea. Maybe it is. Maybe. Oh. So the person who just gifted, do you want me to say say nothing if you want me to say you're to not? Someone just gifted a very nice gift. Thank you, Jillian, and thank you, Poppy 276. Hello, 2 subs closer. Thank you, Poppy. Was this? Thank you, Jillian. Unless did someone gift those? Maybe I'm not sure. Hello. Now, I don't know what to call you. Eric, maybe? I see Eric Carl. Hi, Eric. How's it going? And thank you, Bad Bunny Beck. Y'all, we're going quickly in the subscriptions today. Hello, Bad Bunny. Cheers to you. Thank you. You paid for your own. Well, thank you. Sometimes it doesn't tell me when people gift subscriptions, and it just says, like, oh, 5 happened in a row. And I'm like, was there a gift there? Anyways, thank you, Bad Bunny. Yeah, totally. Hello. Hi. And I try and make it as cheap as possible. I can say, okay. So Liz read my mind there. Liz gave a really nice gift via Venmo. Thank you. And if anyone wants to gift to make this meal a little bit easier for me, I have a Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal right in my bio. And I'll give you a shout out. Liz, who is a subscriber and someone we've known Liz for over a year at this point. Met Liz. I remember the stream. It was a very important day in terms of a way I learned a big thing that day. Or that week, over a year. Anyways, Liz is lovely. Just got married. Sent me some wedding pics the other day, which were lovely and wonderful. And she is just an angel. And today she sent a $5 gift, which is so nice. Thank you. And said, just 'cause I love you and you're looking fabulous. Shout out to you, Liz. Love for Liz. Also, shout out. Now, if this person, I know this person is subscribed, so if you want me to say your whole first name, let me know. But if not, this goes out to Kay. Hello, Kay. Thank you. Thank you for this gift. Kay sent $20, which is very, very generous. Ask me that in a few minutes, Smudge, or a minute or so once we're done thanking Kimberly. Frick, I said it. I'm sorry, Kimberly. My bad. There you are anyways. Thank you. I'm trying to keep people anonymous. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Kimberly, thank you, girl. I appreciate you. You know I love you. They said Friday lunch date. Have a great weekend. XOXOXO. Okay. This makes the stream that much easier. Kimberly and Liz, you're the best. Love you both. Mwah. Mwah. Kimberly also has been around for a long time. We love Kimberly. Definitely a long-term lovely. LTL, long-term lovely. Okay, shall we go back to reading the menu? The lemongrass steak. Now, that's something I haven't had. So lemongrass steak and coconut chicken curry. If haters come in my inbox, I just ignore and block. They don't get to me for loving a human being. What lipstick do I use? Sephora Lip Stain #1. Yeah, Steak. We'll think about a steak. Maybe. Oh, you're a flame worker? That's cool, Jelva. Okay, all right, well, we'll get there. I think there's a few other things that we might want to consider. So, um, there's a roti platha, which is handmade, buttery, multi-layered flatbread. There's samosas, or here they're called samosas, which is, I guess, the Burmese version of it. Samosas are the Indian version of it. 2 pieces of curried peas and potato filled Indian pastry. They even say Indian on there. Okay, someone just sent a very nice gift again, which is so nice. If you are the person who sent it and you want me to say your full name, feel free to drop it in the chat. Otherwise, I will use a first initial, but I'll read it in just a second once I'm done with reading the menu. There's calamari, ginger salad, which is cabbage, pickled ginger, fried garlic, sesame seeds, split yellow peas, and peanuts. Could be good. Rainbow papaya, which is kind of like well, it's a fresh spring roll with tofu, fried garlic, fried onions, green papaya, vermicelli noodles, and a tangy tamarind vinaigrette. Had it before, pretty good. They have a pan-seared dayboat scallops, which is Hokkaido sashimi grade scallop, lemongrass, chili jam, and blood orange supreme. One of those, something I've never had. A very expensive small plate appetizer for $25, but something that maybe we could try today. People talking about being in California. Cool. And then they have something called Hen of the Woods, tempura maitake mushrooms, so like fried mushrooms, and tea leaf aioli. I can't have that aioli, but alas. Now they have the big ones. They have mohinga, which is a rice noodle soup with seared local cod, cilantro, red onions, soft-boiled egg, and a chickpea chip. I'd like your finest chickens. Well, why not both, Deja Vu? Why not both? They're good. I don't think they have chicken strips here, though. So it's going to be kind of like a fish soup, which I haven't had it. It is the national dish of southern Burma. If there ever was a soup day, it'd be today. I tend to not be super into like hyper fishy things, especially when it comes to Asian food, but you know, we'll keep it on the list of things. They have a short rib cow soy. I don't know. It's kind of like braised beef rib soup, which is good, but not really my thing. Had it once, it was good. They have a whole branzino, which is a huge fish, like an entire fish. Teal, yeah, exactly. Asked to try it, maybe. We'll see. The whole branzino, which is a crispy branzino, an entire fish, slathered in nam jim jiao sauce. No clue what that is. Asian herbs, roasted peanuts, and toasted rice powder. I'm not really into an entire fish. That's not really my thing. Hawker garlic noodles with egg noodles, soy, scallions, shallots, garlic, and sweet chili sauce. So kind of like a lo mein situation. And then superstar fried rice. So fried rice with shrimp, chicken, egg, edamame, cabbage, spicy balachang, and jasmine rice. Okay. So let's sit on that and read a few gifts. Y'all are so generous already today. Thank you. We got a very sweet gift from someone whose initial begins with I. Hello, I. And I said, not I, but, you know, I'm going to change the initial. You know your name starts with I, but for sake of speaking to you, I'm going to say for your last initial, V. Okay? V sent $20, which is very generous. Hi. A few more minutes. Almost there. Thank you. Sent $20. Thank you, V. And said, because you are valued, which means a lot. Thank you, V. Certainly, in the past few weeks, hi, Maddie. In the past few weeks, it has not felt, not me personally, in a broader sense. I think you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Trans people have not been publicly valued as much. And this morning there was that thing with the bathrooms, and I don't know if y'all saw that, some congressperson being incredibly cruel and unnecessary and just silly. It's nice to hear that. Thank you, V. And thank you for making this meal that much more possible. Also, shout out to And once again, this person who sent via PayPal, if you want me to say your full first name, let me know. But until then, until I hear that, this is from S. Hello, S. S sent $10. Thank you. And said, sorry, I can't do more. First off, $10 is a lot of money. I'm a random person on the internet. You've gifted this to me. It goes towards this check. It goes towards everything in my life, health insurance, all that stuff. $10 is a lot. Thank you. I'm not subscribed, so I can't comment. Ah, okay, gotcha. But enjoy your weekend. But enjoy, girl. Enjoy your weekend with a red heart emoji. You know what? It says her name in here, or their name in here. This is from Steffi. Love, Steffi. Thank you, Steffi. Appreciate it. Cheers to you. Dang, y'all. Another gift came through. Y'all are treating me so well today. Thank you. Thank you. This is. I was out in the rain earlier because it's so nasty in San Francisco today, and this is warming me up way more than my the tights underneath my jeans are. So thank you. This one's from. Oh, also I don't. Okay, they said they don't mind their name being read. This is from Adriana. Hello, Adriana. We love Adriana. Adriana also someone who, while I was on break, sent me really sweet messages here and there just to check in on me, and was one of those people that when I disappeared, I think probably deep down kind of knew that I just needed some space and was never like, oh my God, how dare she? And I always appreciated hearing from them. Thank you. And they sent $10. Thank you, saying, miss this so much. You are loved. Also, I don't mind my name being read with a red heart emoji. Thank you, Adriana. You did too. You absolutely did, Kimberly. You absolutely did. Thank you. And thank you for that. It meant a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all are the best. Thank you, Adriana. Via Insta, you absolutely do. I know you did. And I appreciate those messages deeply. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Oh, I love everyone here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's decide on an appetizer. Thank you, Perky. So the samosas are really good. They're, once again, 2 pieces of curried peas and potato filled Indian pastry. It's like a fried pocket of Indian mashed potatoes. It's great. I don't see any other appetizer I would want more. So I say we start with that. Are we cool with that? Hello, Nick. Welcome. Are we cool with that? Good? I think we're probably okay with that, right? Is there anything else? They don't really have a soup to start. I think a soup would be good to start, but they don't have that. Unless we want to do like the pan-seared day-boat scallops, but I don't know. The samosas are going to be, I think, good today. Okay, so we'll get that now. For the main. Thank you, Michelle. Every time I'm here, my thing I've gotten a bunch of stuff on this menu, but by far my favorite has been the coconut chicken curry. Now that being said, I have yet to try the lemongrass steak, and I have yet to try the mohinga, which is the kind of fish soup. I am not. Maybe we should ask our server. I don't know, because part of me wants to try the soup, but part of me is also scared because if it's really fishy, which it very well could be, I'm really not into that. I'm not into like, what's your vote? I think user 5. Oh no, steak or the jalapeno thing. What's the jalapeno thing? I'm looking for jalapeno. Avoid the soup. Yeah, I'm not. I think I might have to avoid the soup. Jalapeno. So we're between. Okay, I think between the chicken curry and the lemongrass steak. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's jalapeno in anything here. Maybe you misheard me, or I did say jalapeno and it came out of nowhere, and I just read it from somewhere else. Eggplant and the chicken. Eggplant. Oh, the eggplant and garlic sauce. Well, the eggplant is actually a main, but I would probably go for the chicken curry. Having a spicy chicken sandwich with a Caesar salad. Hello, Caroline. Welcome back. How you doing? A couple nice little gifts came through. We'll read those in a few minutes. Yeah, it is a tough decision. And I also want to ask how fishy the soup is. So we'll ask that. If it's not that fishy, maybe we'll just do that. And try not to smear my lipstick. I'm a little nervous about lipstick and soup. Red lipstick and hot, like, big bowl of soup. We'll have to see. The shrimp had jalapeno? That it did. You know what? That it did. And that's a main, isn't it? Cherry tomato, onion, jalapeno, cilantro. I stand corrected. User 52, I stand corrected. Haven't had that shrimp either. It's going to be like a shrimp kebab. What do y'all think about that? Haven't had it before. What do we think? Okay, I'll read a couple nice gifts that came through. Thank you, Max. We got a. Okay, this is someone who wants to remain anonymous. Sent $1. Thank you. They said not subscribed but can't comment. Totally fine. It's $2 to subscribe, and I know times are tough. Curious what you did before TikTok. Hope this helps with your meal. What did I do before TikTok? Ooh, what did I do? Well, I was in tech for a couple of years before then. I worked at a mobile. Hi, yes. Can I ask how fishy is the mohinga?
It is on the fishier side, to be honest. It's a fish noodle soup, so it's pretty fishy. Although here at Teakwood, we do use cod. Like the other restaurants, they use catfish, so it would be less fishy here, but still fishy.
Okay, that's fine. And the kebab shrimp, that's a main, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one is kind of like a shrimp stir fry. You get like shrimp with like bell peppers and onions and kind of like a.
Oh, it's a stir fry.
Yeah.
Is it on a skewer?
It is not.
Oh, okay.
Kebab is like kebab sounds like kebab, but
yeah.
Kebab is just like the style. It's like a citrus lemongrass kind of style.
Okay. Which would you say is lighter, the steak or the shrimp?
I probably would say. I would probably say the shrimp is lighter, but I think you get more in the shrimp because you get a bunch of veggies. So the steak is kind of more simple.
Yeah.
Both are really good. They're both really good.
And the shrimp versus the curry?
The coconut chicken curry. I would probably say the coconut chicken curry is our best seller.
I've had it before.
Okay.
It's so good.
If you've had it before, then maybe trying the shrimp.
Okay. We'll try the shrimp.
Yeah, try the shrimp. And then this box will come with the chili salad, mini samosas.
Let's do the samosas.
You get both.
Great.
Yeah, and then do you want coconut or jasmine rice?
Which do you think would go better with the shrimp?
If you like a little sweetness to the little spice it's gonna have, then the coconut rice is great.
Great.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome.
Cool. I'll hold on to this. Thank you. I'll make sure I didn't miss any comments. All right. So yes, what did I do before TikTok? I worked in tech. Thank you, user52. Work in tech. I was at like this mobile gaming company. I did like all of the non-technical stuff. It was a startup, very San Francisco. They're very nice. This is one of the things I really love about streaming is when you get to know a restaurant and you get to know servers in the restaurant. Like at One Market, we have Josephine. Thank you, Hunter. At Ozumo, we have Chris. At Bar Sprez, we have Jim. Here we have Dylan. Like, it's nice because then you have people that you get to, I don't know, just people that are consistent in your life. And the more you keep coming back to a place, the more you get to know that person and the more comfortable that place becomes. So one of the reasons I like this place, we've been here a bunch. It's just been a while. So anyways, yes, I was in tech before TikTok. It was a fine job. They were super cool with me coming out. I came out originally while I was still working with them. They brought the entire team at one point out on this crazy, awesome vacation in Mexico. They're really just good people. But eventually they got involved in the crypto space, which crashed, and they had to lay off a whole bunch of people, including me. So, but I was like their business person. Before that, I was in like the nonprofit space. But pretty much every job I've ever done has been focused on interpersonal connections in one way or another, be it like, taking care of kids or, doing business management stuff with like partners. Like I've always been talking to people has always been my greatest skill, or one of my greatest skills. Thank you for the question. Also, thank you to, oh, this is sweet, from someone whose first initial starts with a G. Thank you, Nick. So first initial starts with a G. They said, "Hey, Lily, I wish you all the best in your journey." Thank you, G. And they sent They must be from the UK or somewhere that's not America, because it always comes out. There's always like a weird fee that's taken out. They sent about $5. Thank you very much. Mwah. Thank you, G. Thank you, G, and thank you to the other person who did not wish to be named. Okay, wow. So we've ordered. I'm quite hungry. I had some turkey after my workout this morning, so I'm like not going crazy. I've eaten something today, but this will be really nice. And I'm excited for the shrimp. I could have sworn it was a kebab, but I was clearly incorrect. Yeah, thank you, Nicole, for subscribing. Hello and welcome. We're now 22 away from our goal of 300. At 300, by the way. Oh, thank you. I am so sorry.
No, you're totally fine.
I can't eat this because of the caffeine.
Oh, no problem. You're totally fine.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was so sweet of them. I feel so bad. That was on the house salad, and alas, it's a really good salad. For the record, it's a really good salad. No, you are correct, Nicole. You are correct. I have been working on that for myself and trying to. I don't know. There's something I've been doing. What was it? It was a tea leaf salad, which is absolutely their signature here. It's delicious. I'll even read the description. It's their signature fermented tea leaf dressing with nuts, crispy garlic, lettuce, tomatoes, jalapeno, and dried shrimp. Thank you, Nicole. I've had it before. It's delicious, but it's made of tea leaves and therefore has caffeine. And I didn't order that. They brought it because they're really sweet. And I feel always bad having to turn, especially something like that away. But, the best you can do is say, explain exactly why you can't have it. And hopefully they know it's not like a personal offense to them. Because it's a delicious salad. And anyone who isn't caffeine free, I would say you have to try the salad when you're here. It's really good. So, any plans for the weekend? Good question. Maddie, let's see. What am I doing this weekend? Oh, I have plans. I'm actually very excited for the weekend. How is April's date with the potential? Oh, so actually it turns out that is tonight. Tonight for her. No, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I got the date wrong. It's tomorrow because she's going to meet this potentially couple. You're excited for the weekend. What are you doing this weekend? So she is going to meet this. So she met two people at the party we met at. And it's unclear if they're a couple, but it kind of seems like they're a couple. Apparently they talk about each other like they're a couple, but April will give me confirmation eventually. But she is like, at least thinks both of them are very cute. So apparently the three of them are going out to hang out on Saturday afternoon. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for her. I think she seems excited, and I'm excited for her. My son's birthday party will be at a pizza place on Sunday. So tomorrow I got to get goodie bags. Ugh, I love a goodie bag. What are you going to put in the goodie bags? It's such an art to put together a birthday goodie bag. You can't go wrong with candy, but I feel like you need something a little bit more as well. Like some sort of non-candy item, like a little action figure or something like that. I don't know. Thank you, Ari, for subscribing. A very fancy sip of tea for you. Cheers. But yeah, so so she's going to do that Saturday afternoon. I'm getting electrolysis around that time. So it works out perfectly because then she and I are going to come together whenever she's done with that and I'm done with electrolysis. Probably going to grab some dinner. We are very close to the 300 goal. It's exciting. We're going to come together and eat some dinner. We're going out dancing with some friends. Yeah, sometimes, Nicole. Sometimes. In fact, I wouldn't say it's out of the question that if she, hits it off with these people and then I meet them, there's like a possibility there. I don't know. But again, very far down the road, she's driving the bus on that. So, but I'm excited. It's kind of an interesting little use case example of like, this is someone who I'm really into, who's going to, and look, it might just be a friendly thing. They might discover there's not any chemistry beyond that, which would also be fine. But it's exciting. Put candy as well as little toys. Yep, there it is. Perfect. So yeah, we'll come together after she does that, and probably grab dinner, maybe with the friends we're going dancing with, maybe not. I know they're going to be out of town and like coming back in that evening, so it'll depend on their timing. But one way or another, we will grab dinner, and then we will go dancing, which I'm excited about because I haven't. So I did go to a concert a few weeks ago with April, and it was a blast. And we had such fun dancing. We were all up on each other the whole time. It was so romantic and so fun. But then it wasn't. It was more of like a concert as opposed to like going out dancing. So we're gonna do that. It's at it's at a club, which I'm not a huge club person, but I'm excited to go with her. Hello, always love and life. Thank you for subscribing. Cheers, yeah. Cheers to you. Fancy. Have I eaten yet? No, we haven't even gotten our appetizers yet. So, will you ever share April with us, or does she want to keep private? Highly. Well, look, it's up to her. But is April my significant other? We have been dating, so I'm excited about it. About us dating, but I don't know if we're quite at the she's my significant other words yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if those are the words we're using yet. We're not at girlfriend yet. It's only been about 3 weeks. I met her on Halloween. So, but we are doing Thanksgiving together last night. I'm just like so into her. We went and pre-ordered some Thanksgiving food. Even though I'm streaming on Thanksgiving, it has been a great 3 weeks. I'm streaming on Thanksgiving at a restaurant. She and I on Friday are going to do our own Thanksgiving because she's working on Thanksgiving. I'm going to be streaming. So we ordered some really good food for both of us, and I'm going to make an apple pie. I'm going to flex my apple pie making skills because I'm going to tell you what, y'all. I make a mean apple pie. Okay, I'm pretty good at it. I make like a little lattice cross thingy on top. So we're going to go out dancing. That's super. I know, apple pie is my favorite. We get some fancy ice cream too. Woo. Then on Sunday after dancing, I'm gonna guess, I would imagine she will stay over at my place, which again we have not done yet, which I'm a little bit nervous about because I am a very high maintenance sleeper. I sleepwalk and sleep talk every night. It's not fun. I don't remember it unless there's someone there to remember it for me. So I also move a lot in my sleep. It's just genetically something I've been cursed with. But apparently she has sleep terrors, so I'm not sure how bad they are, but we will find out. Your hubby makes the best apple pie. Thank you, and sorry again about that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm starting to realize that maybe the server thought I said tea leaf salad and brought me that because he thought I ordered it. I don't know. Either way. Thank you. I don't know her for subscribing. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for subscribing. We're only 19 away from our goal that will bring us to the Cheesecake Factory. What does April do for work? I can't tell you that. I can tell you vaguely. No, probably not. It's easier not to. Just because, why haven't I been on live? Oh, you're fine. I needed a mental health break. So that's what I did. I took a mental health break. I'm going to not tell you only. Hi, Emily. Yes, we got a lot of people in here today. I'm not going to tell you her profession only because I don't want people trying to look for her, if that makes sense. Because she has every right to her privacy, and there are people out there who have nothing but time to commit to trying to suss out who it is and harass them. So I'm not going to give any identifying info. The only identifying info that I have for you is that she is a cis woman who is roughly my age, and she's hella cute and has a good job. I think that's it. Her name really isn't April, but that's what we're calling her for the sake of the stream. She knows her name is April on the stream and thinks it's funny. And she's very supportive of what I do here. And if the day comes where she's like, yeah, you can tell people who I am, I would advise her against it, but I do it. So yeah, on Sunday, if she has slept over, I would imagine she'd go home eventually for a little bit. But we are then later that evening on Sunday going to a potluck with some friends. Which would be really nice. I think she's cooking something. She's a good. She tells me she's a good cook. I don't have any reason to believe That's not true. But she has some food from her her particular heritage has a very good cuisine arsenal. So she's going to draw from that. Friendsgiving, kind of Friendsgiving. Yeah, it's kind of a Friendsgiving. Yeah, no, it absolutely is a Friendsgiving. It's going to be a big one too, like a pretty big potluck. And the same people I'm going dancing with on Saturday are also going to be at the Friendsgiving on Sunday, which will be nice. They're really sweet. They're also a couple, a gay couple, which we love. Love hanging out with other gay couples. So that's my weekend. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm actually very excited about it. And then on Wednesday, so this coming Wednesday, we booked a table at a restaurant that I only recently learned about, but I'm very excited to eat at. I can't tell you what kind of food it is because that might narrow it down a little bit too much. I'll tell you after the fact though, but I'm very excited. We're going out on Wednesday night. So during the Thanksgiving stream on Thursday next week, I will be able to tell you all about it. Because I'm sure there will be a lot of interesting, fun stuff to show you and tell you about. Thursday's the Thanksgiving stream, and then Friday I will take off because of doing Thanksgiving with April. So yeah, that's my next week or so. I want to say there's something Monday, Tuesday, maybe. I'll check on my calendar really quick just to be sure. Saturday, okay, yes, we're going dancing. Then there's a potluck. I have micro needling on Tuesday. Wednesday, we pick up the food. We go out for dinner. Thanksgiving's Thursday. I stream, going to the restaurant. There we go. Thank you, Christina. Thank you. Glad you like it. I think, should we open up the floodgates for a minute? Or, I mean, there's still a lot of people here. So, I don't know. We can. Just to see if there's any questions. Yeah. All right, so I'll open up the floodgates for a few minutes. All hate will be ignored, so you can put it out there, but just gonna ignore it. Feel free to ask questions though. Questions like, you want to know about bathrooms? You want to know? Thank you, Adriana. You want to know about surgery? You want to know about hormones? Whatever. Don't hold back because I'm here to answer. That's what I'm here for. You can't, I promise you, I've heard it all. You can't offend me. Just ask. Let me be the person to answer those questions for you. Okay. Here we go. Hello. And while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and I have a question. Ask away, please. Have I seen Wicked? I did, and I loved it. I loved it. Can I become pregnant? No. Trans women cannot become pregnant. At least not in today's modern science. But I don't think it's impossible that it will be possible like in a decade. Do I plan on getting pregnant? No. Even if it was possible, I wouldn't. What bathroom do I use? I use a women's bathroom. I use the women's bathroom, yes. Am I on hormones? Yes, I have been on hormones since May of 2021. You said it was possible. Yeah, well, certainly, I think it will be. I mean, the uterus transplant technology. So I get, if someone can screen record this and I'm sure make money on me saying this, and I will never see a dime of it because people love to take what I say out of context. But I made a video about 4 or 5 months ago, maybe less, about how there's a possibility that later in the future, maybe in a decade or so, trans women might be able to get pregnant. It's possible. It's not possible today. The reasoning for this is that uterus transplants are happening right now, today. There's been about 100 babies born via uterus transplant, which means that so far only in cis women, a uterus that they are born with is either not there or non-functional, so they get a new uterus implanted into them. They become pregnant, and then they give birth. Now, they give birth via C-section exclusively for this procedure, right? So when you think about it, and when you do a little bit of research about it, it's not something that seems entirely impossible that a trans woman could get a uterus implant, become pregnant, and then give birth via C-section. It's not something that's like, oh, that will be super easy, but it's something that like is within the realm of scientific possibility. It just needs a champion, right? Someone to kind of make it happen. And no one's currently attempting it. So is it happening right now? No. Is a trans woman pregnant right now? No. We cannot. It's not something that's like going to just randomly happen one day. But is it possible? I think it is possible. I don't know if it's something that 100 years from now will happen very easily or not. It could. Maybe it won't. Maybe there will be a roadblock that we'll run into and it's like, oh, no way. We didn't even foresee this. But there's really nothing in the science of it that's like, oh my God, this thing means it won't work. It's kind of all nebulous right now. So as of today, no, trans women can't get pregnant. And even if they could, I wouldn't want to because I don't want kids. Does that make more sense? Do you feel weird in a women's bathroom? No, never. I do feel like I have eyes on me sometimes where I feel like people will be like, usually in San Francisco, I'll get the eyes and then people will be like, oh, trans woman, all good. But I never felt like I don't belong there. Will my voice get higher? Nope. Unless I train my voice, it will stay the same. Thank you, Mary. Do I believe in God? Not really. I use the women's bathroom. Yes, I do. Can I get periods? No. So I don't have a uterus. Now, talking about trans women possibly being able to get pregnant in the future, even if that were happening, trans women will never truly experience a period because we don't have uteruses that function on like a monthly. Trans women will never truly experience a period because we don't have uteruses that function on like a monthly basis. Even with uterus transplants, they still do C-sections, right? And the transplant isn't there for a long period of time. So no, we don't get periods. You have to have a period to have a baby. That's actually, Trend says you have to have a period to have a baby. That's actually not true when it comes to uterus transplants. You can look it up. 100 babies have been born this way. What they do is they take a uterus, they put it into a person, and then that person becomes pregnant and they give birth via C-section. Then the uterus is removed after. No period is had. And these are with cis women. So again, I'm not saying it's like a super easy thing to do, but technically Trin, via the way that I'm talking about it, with uterus transplants, a period is not necessary to have a baby. Now, as far as natural conception goes, of course, yeah. That's like people who, yeah, sure. That has never happened ever. Well, 7-7, I mean, Google it. Google uterus transplants. In the past, like, year and a half, a lot of major countries have had their first successful uterus transplants. I think the first one happened in like 10 years ago in like Australia or something. It's very recent. And again, it's not happening very frequently because it's cutting edge science, but it is happening. It is happening. Is this, I mean, yeah, look it up. Like, there's a Wikipedia about it. There's pictures of the cisgender women who had uterus transplants with their healthy children. They're out there. I find you refreshing. Oh, thank you, Cozy. We're here fighting the battle. Or maybe that's not the right way of thinking of it. All right. I think we're probably done here. We'll go ahead and go back to sub only. I've been wanting to address that because I feel like people like, she said she can get pregnant. And I didn't say that. I said it's possible that trans people, somewhere down the line, trans women specifically, because trans men can get pregnant today. Thank you, Nick, for the hamster. That's what we all needed. We all needed the hamster. Thank you. It so offends people. There was someone in my life who I was very good friends with, who I lost as a friend, because they were so insulted that I insinuated that trans women specifically, might be able to get pregnant. So insulted, which is like, hi, Rachel. Why? Let's say that it's not possible. Okay, but what if it is? Let's say it is possible. What do you care? It's just another way for someone to live a fulfilling life. What does it matter? It's much closer in the realm of possibility than most people think. But people want to paint me as a crazy person. So they say, oh, she said that she can get pregnant today. And it's like, no. I'm not that crazy. I'm a little crazy, but not that crazy. I think if someone wants to experience having a baby and carrying a baby, they should be able to. Yeah. I mean, I think the more productive discussion is not if trans women could have a baby. I think some women think you guys are, well, why? Because the more productive conversation is not if trans women can have a baby, because currently the answer is no, we can't. Not if we can have children, but why? Let's say it was possible. Why couldn't we? Let's say that the science is there. That today on the news, oh, breaking news: any trans woman can get pregnant today. What would you say to that, right? Like, is it because you think we shouldn't be able to? I think that's really what it comes down to, right? Because it'll either happen or it won't, right? Maybe it will never happen. Maybe it will. But let's say it does. That's the real conversation to be had. If it were to happen, then what's the problem, right? If it were to happen, would you be happy for that person, for a trans woman getting pregnant, or would you feel like something is being taken from you, like they shouldn't be able to do that? Because that is a conversation, a very different conversation. I know we're getting very controversial today, but I feel strongly about this. What is it that I'm eating? It's a samosa. Hello, Bailey. As a mama, before I wouldn't feel that way at all. Thank you, Rihanna. As a mom, I would be happy that someone out there who wanted this their whole life got it. Yeah. I mean, in the same way that, like, a cisgender woman who's infertile, I mean, should she be able to have kids? Yeah. And technology can bring us there. That's why I think women that you gotta taking, I'm not sure what you mean, West for B. Samosas are so good. They're so good. Oh, what kind of restaurant? We're at a Burmese restaurant today. So here, let me show you the inside of the samosa, because I know we were kind of going at it in the chat while I was eating the first one. So it's kind of like puff pastry wrapping Indian spiced potatoes, if I can get that to focus. There we go. So you can see potatoes, peas, lots of spices. I think that's the problem those people have. You want a baby, you should be able to have a baby. Yeah. What's the relish stuff? It's kind of like let's see. I'm seeing some peppers, cucumbers maybe. Kind of just like a pickly, briny sauce. Kind of like a pickle thing. It's not sweet at all. It's very much just like kind of very vinegar-based sauce. Yeah. Have I ever customers sitting next to me in restaurants that have complained? Like one time. But that wasn't because of me talking. It was because they were like in the background of the camera and I just moved. But otherwise, no. And I always ask the restaurant ahead of time, so I have their permission before I just like turn on the camera. We got a really nice gift. I don't want kids at all. My family keeps telling me that I'm a waste of a woman for not wanting kids. Ugh, I'm so sorry, Caroline. That is, as far as I maybe it's too much of a word, but it's cruel to suggest that every woman should have to have kids, that it's like a requirement. Like, how dare you not use your... People want what they want, and they don't want what they don't want, right? There are plenty of trans women like myself who would never, ever want a child, even if we could. But there are plenty of trans women who do. That's how women are, right? We're different. We're diverse. We have different wants in the world. Your body, your choice. Absolutely. Kids aren't for everyone, right? And there are plenty of trans women out there who have children that they didn't give birth to, and they're wonderful parents. And there's some trans people who are terrible parents, but there's also lots of cis people who are terrible parents. Anyways, I think some women think you guys are trying to take everything away that's special to us. Do you feel that way, Westerby? Because, I mean, the counterpoint to that would be like the same thing as gay marriage, right? Just because a man and a woman can get married. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Does that mean that two women getting married takes something away from you? Because it really doesn't. If you can have children, and so can a trans woman, what is that? What's the problem with that? Right? Yeah, no, totally. I got you, S for B. That's really the response to that is, well, why? How does us having something that you have take it away from you if you still have it? Hi, Annie. I'm great today. How are you? Mm. That was really good. That was really good. I really like that. Thank you again for all the hamsters. Thank you, Nick and Carly, for the hamsters. They're very sweet. I love that hamster so much. Honestly, I want that hamster on my screen 24/7. Yeah, shrimp. I can see it right here. I'll pull it in front ahead. This is what I ordered. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish up this and then we'll look at the shrimp. Mm. This is the tail end of a samosa. The next dish is called shrimp kabat, which is like apparently a shrimp stir fry. I haven't had it before. I'm excited. Mm. You ready? Thank you, Billy, for subscribing. A very fancy sip of tea for you, my friend. Okay. Just kind of getting some smells first, right off the bat. Also, huge thank you to someone who, I'm not sure if I can say their name or not. Let me know if you'd like me to say your name. But this is from T. Hello, T. T sent $15. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And said, have an amazing weekend, my friend, with a series of emojis, hand heart and hug emojis. So happy to see you happy. Love you. Love you. Thank you. We love T. T's another one of those people that's been around in the lovelies forever. She is the sweetest. She is one of the biggest empaths that I know. She's been there for me while I was on break. She was checking in with me too. We love T. And these gifts go so far making this happen. And beyond just the meal, there's however many dollars this meal will cost. It's not just the meal, right? Because in order to do this full time, which I'm slowly starting to do again, got to pay for health insurance, got to pay for my dog's insulin, got to pay for groceries, things like this. So it goes a long way. Thank you, T. All right. There's a little bit of a lime wedge here, which we can go like this with. This is coconut rice. It's going to be a little bit sweeter. I'm assuming it's just cooked in like coconut milk or something. Shall we? I know. Some onion in here. Maybe a little bit of rice. I'm not sure if it needs a second or two more to cool. Wow. All right. That's really good. That exceeds my expectations. It really exceeds my I'm shocked. Not that I thought this was going to be bad by any means. It's a little spicy, but I'm a little bit of a heat seeker, so it works. Wow, this is really good. Need more sauce. There's lots of sauce in there. It's kind of covered in sauce. It's maybe just hard to see. Ooh. Oh. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely still very hot. I will say the one thing, I kind of wish the shrimp was already peeled, but it's okay. You're allergic to shellfish? Oh, I'm sorry. You like watching me eat? I'm glad. I'm here to be your comfort watch, especially on a day. I don't know if it's sun. Is there anywhere anyone watching? Is it sunny out? Because it's not sunny here. Got the shrimp. You did stole your phone. How dare? In Arizona, it's sunny. North Carolina is sunny but cold. Yeah. Sun is so important to me, and I struggle with it in the times in San Francisco when it is not sunny, because it's not often gloomy, but it is right around this time of year. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty tough. Huge storm in the Pacific. Yep, you did. You did. Sunny in Fresno. Oh, lucky. Oh, I'm sorry, Vicky. You want to talk about it? We don't gotta talk about it. A lot of snow in Sweden. Well, look, I'll take snow and sun. Every time you've been to SF, it's so nice and sunny most of the time. Do I have comfort shows? Do I have comfort shows? It's been I don't know if I have a comfort show. I mean, I used to watch things like Parks and Rec all the time. Thank you, Clary Bobs, for subscribing. Cheers to you, my friend. 16 away from our Cheesecake Factory stream at 300. Hunter Banks, Chick Street. I mean, currently I am watching Survivor and From. Those are the two shows that I am like invested in. I don't know if I call them my comfort shows because I'm watching them as they come out. I feel like a comfort show is one that you've already seen that you're rewatching. I have like comfort podcasts. I have comfort movies. I say the closest thing I have to a comfort show is Parks and Rec, but I haven't watched it in years. Oh, thank you, Clary Bobs. Well, welcome back. I appreciate it. Just watching you perking me up. Okay, great. My dad was in San Fran recently, and I told him about you. And he said he saw me. Where did he saw me? Where did he saw me? Where did he see me? Walking around. I'm excited to say hi. I get it. But if he sees me again, you can let him know that I love saying hi to people. What flavor is the shrimp? It's like lemongrass and garlic. I would say are kind of the two main flavors, lemongrass and garlic. It's very good. Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory is good. I've seen most of it. I'm excited for the spin-off that's coming because there's an actor in it I really like, Lauren Lapkus. She's one of my favorite comedians. She's going to be in the spin-off with a couple other people. Comfort Pod is Trish Controversial. I have no idea who that is. Have I always lived in San Francisco? No. I moved here in late 2020. Old Star Trek, sure. Which one specifically? Like the first generation, the Captain Kirk's thing. Trisha Paytas. I've heard that name. She's controversial? I really don't. The podcasts I listen to are mostly comedy podcasts. It's kind of like the zone out. Comedy podcasts are like movie podcasts. I love The Big Picture. Doughboys about food. Blank Check. Things like that. The Office and Christmas movies. Yep. Kirk and Picard. Nice. Do you watch controversial but not anymore? Interesting. The Office is fun. I've seen it through a few times. I don't think you can really call yourself a millennial if you haven't watched The Office through at least twice. The original Office, the one with Ricky Gervais. I struggle with Ricky Gervais as a person, but I do think he's made some funny things over the years. You're not a millennial? I'm assuming that's because you're in the millennial age range. You just haven't seen The Office. Not at this point. I don't know. I feel like The Office we're kind of past it at this point. Get that about Gervais, yeah. My nose piercings. I have a high tolerance to pain, Alexis. They hurt. It's like ooh, and it's a little sore for a second, but it's really, I don't know. I know some people really struggle with piercings. I don't at all. Everyone should watch the first 5 seasons. I mean, I don't disagree. I think it is very funny. Never been able to laugh at. Honestly, maybe I'd feel the same way in 2024. It's been a while since I watched it. You have a low pain tolerance. Well, I'm probably not the right person to ask them. So with all the haters, I'm curious if people report you. I don't know. I would imagine. But at the end of the day, we're not really doing anything against the rules here. So in theory, the system works. I think Parks and Rec is far superior to The Office. If we're getting into that conversation, it's a no-brainer to me. Way, way, way better. I just like the vibe a million times more for Parks and Rec. It's so much happier of a show. Murder shows, yeah. Wentworth, never heard of Wentworth. Do I have any tattoos? All I have are these right here, which I can't pull up my sleeve because my hand is holding food, but it's a trans heart tattoo, and right above it there's a lesbian heart tattoo. Wow. I'm glad we got the shrimp. The shrimp is great. We should come here again and get the shrimp again. It's, I don't know, just the flavor. Shrimp is, I just love shrimp. I don't eat that much shrimp. It is a lot of shrimp. It's a lot of shrimp. They didn't skimp on shrimp. No shrimp skimp. All right, we've lost a lot of the haters probably, which is nice. So I say, I did remember makeup wipes. Thank you. We'll deal with the lipstick once I'm done with shrimp, because I'm sure there will be plenty of schmearage to deal with, but I don't want to be too early about it. True crime. I never could quite get into true crime. I'm happy for you, and there's so much of it out there. My problem is that the fact that they're real stories just really disturb me, because there are disturbing stories. If I was told a true crime story and told it was fake, like a horror movie, I'd be totally fine. But once it becomes real, not interested. It started going up the second I said there's, yeah, the haters, they can smell it. Thank you, Biggie. All right, let's open it up for a few minutes here. If we get too much hate, we'll close it right back. Some true crime stories make my stomach turn, yeah. Em was ready. Do you ask the people around you if they're comfortable with you streaming? No, but they can not sit next to me if they don't want. Also, they're having their own conversations. I think people, this is more of a human thing. Humans tend to think that others around them are thinking about them more than they actually are. Like, no one around me right now is looking at me or concerned with me. They're all in their own conversations. You know, they probably clocked that I was streaming, but camera's not on them, so what do they care? They're living their life, and they don't really care. For better or for worse, they don't really care about yours. Hi, Steffi. Thank you for the gift earlier. That was very sweet of you. Thank you, Joes. Hi, Phoebe. Hello, Presley. Hi. Hi, Gina. Hi, Vera. Thank you, Gina. Never watched me before. Cool. Well, hi. Welcome, Mariah. Happy weekend. Yes. Chuang Fu? No, but I can often get a very insulting comparison to Patrick Swayze in that movie. Hello, Burrito. Ricky Gervais is a genius. Look, the best thing that Ricky Gervais ever did is discover Carl Pilkington. Period. Now, if you look up the kind of things that Ricky Gervais has said, he's made some very transphobic remarks. A lot of like jokes at the expense of trans people. He's kind of just like mean-spirited too. So I don't deny that he can be funny, but also he's a bigot, and there's really no denying that. The shrimp looks almost amazing as Aubrey Plaza. I don't know. I think I'd take Aubrey Plaza over the shrimp, but it's still very good. All good. Thank you, Mariah. Feels cheated when a candle smells different at the home versus the store. Absolutely. I feel the same way about fragrance. Ricky Gervais says that nothing is exempt from comedy. Okay. Well, that's what Ricky Gervais says. What do you think? Because I think you can joke about whatever you want, but in the process of making a joke, you are cruel or disparaging to an entire group of people, then you should be held accountable for what you said, right? You can say, oh, some terrible things. Say, oh, no, it's just a joke. And it's like, no, it wasn't. There was more than just you trying to be funny there. That's a whole. I do push up my glasses a lot, but I don't mind. If the punchline is at someone else's expense, it ain't funny. I tend to agree from that. Agree with that, or at least in the way like. I think there's also a big difference between like making a joke at the expense of trans people and like making a friendly, like a good-natured joke at someone's expense. I think they're very different. And I don't think it's a hard thing to see if like someone is making a joke truly at the expense of someone or like good-natured ribbing. I miss George Carlin too. I like George Carlin a lot. George Carlin was hilarious. He was a big influence on me in like grade school. What kind of music am I excited about right now? Ooh. Well, it seems like Polo and Pan are starting. Polo and Pan put out a new single recently, and I love Polo and Pan. So hopefully that means a new album is coming soon. Frank Moody also. George Carlin would have destroyed you in comedy. I want to take this comment from Lil Mixed Bean. Okay, so first off, someone, I can't pin it because it got muted, rightfully so. Someone said that George Carlin would have destroyed me in comedy. First off, I'm not a comedian. So I'm sure, so George Carlin is funnier than me. George Carlin is a comedian and has delicious, thank you. I've read most of his books. I've listened to all of his stand-up, and I think he's a comedic genius. Now, one thing that George Carlin didn't do was make cruel jokes. George Carlin was funny without ever really exploiting anyone. He was funny because he noticed things that were actually kind of separate from any group of people. He was a pessimist, but he was also, I think, in some ways, a humanist. And I loved him. I remember when he died. Now, is he funnier than me? Yeah, because he's a comedian and I'm not. But I think that if he was still alive, he would be very much pro-trans rights and pro-queer rights. And there's, I don't know, he died, what, like 15 years ago? I'm sure, maybe there's like, maybe he talked about it. I don't know. 2005, no, he died, I think, summer 2008. Can someone fact check that for me? Amazing person. Yeah. He was, I think, one of the most influential people on my like out view of the world. Bo Burnham is also very funny. Yeah. But yeah, Carlin was a big influence on me. Favorite movie genre? Probably sci-fi or horror. We Brits have a different humor to you. We can laugh at ourselves too. But there's a difference between laughing at yourself and being disparaging to others, right? Like, I don't think anyone who comes here often would say that I have no sense of humor. I think I have a sense of humor. I make jokes. Mods are putting in the work today. But, you know, there's a difference between making jokes and making people feel bad about themselves. June 2008. Thank you. Yeah, I remember because I was at summer camp and I remember we were on a trip where we went out of camp and I saw a TV that was playing CNN and it was George Carlin dead. And I was like devastated. Yeah. Take yourself too seriously. Well, I'll tell you what, I take myself seriously and I take what I'm talking about seriously because it is a serious thing to talk about, right? The well-being of a whole group of people is a serious thing. I'm not here to make you laugh, although I might sometimes. Thank you very much, Kaylee, and hello from Australia. Ooh, yeah, this shrimp. I'll tell you what, I am like so pleased with this choice. Do I play video games? I do. I love video games. Lately, I haven't been playing much because I've just been busy. I know, Poppy, it's so good. But I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering on my phone, which is not really a video game, but Diablo 4. I really want to get back into the new Zelda. I kind of bought it and played it for like 20 minutes. I want to get back into it. But yeah, I'm definitely a gamer. I was wondering, are you a man? No, I'm a trans woman. I'm going to take that question at its with absolute best intentions. Do you feel people are entitled to have... That's an interesting question. Do I feel that people are entitled to have children, or is it a blessing? I think there's a third or fourth answer to this question, right? Entitled to children. We are lucky enough to live in a world where if you are someone who wants children, there are many options to have a child, right? You can do IVF if that's something that works for you. You can adopt, right? There's a million different ways that you can take care of someone. Now, entitled, I think there are plenty of people who shouldn't have kids. Lots of people who shouldn't have kids. So I don't think everyone is entitled to kids, no. But I also don't think it's a blessing necessarily. I think some people have kids and don't want kids and wouldn't call it a blessing. And some people want so desperately to have kids and can't. So I think the answer, Mom in the City, is neither. I think it just depends on the person. It just depends. Do I want kids? No, absolutely not. Am I going to have FFS? Yes. Working on it. I'm on the wait list currently. So in theory, this summer. I talked to them on the phone on Monday. They called me. They said, okay, we're going to probably call you in February to schedule a date for May. My husband and I have been trying for 11 years, no kids. Need to start IVF. Yeah. And like, that's such a long and difficult journey for so many people, right? And I think, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I would imagine that maybe you would consider it a blessing if you were to be able to become pregnant. But not everyone would. Some people get pregnant when they don't want to be pregnant, or when they shouldn't. How old am I? I'm 31. Thank you, Aurelia. Yeah, and good luck. I wish you the absolute best of luck, because, you know, as someone who only spectates these things from the sidelines, I've only heard how tough it is. Would I ever consider surrogacy? I don't want, and maybe you're talking to them, but if you're talking to me, I just don't want kids, period. Period. What's FFS? Good question, Vicky. FFS is facial feminization surgery. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have a series of procedures that will subtly but significantly change my face to be more traditionally feminine. I'm going to have my hairline moved down a little bit to make it a little bit rounder. I'm going to have my brow line, nose, and jaw softened to be more traditionally feminine, and my Adam's apple removed. This is Thai food close. It's Burmese food. IVF is in vitro fertilization. So for people who have a uterus but who are struggling to conceive, IVF is an expensive and very difficult process that you can go through to kind of like manually conceive. A lot of times people will have it who are a little bit older and it's not coming quite as easily. It's a really difficult regimen of hormones you have to be on to do it in the first place. It's insanely expensive. It goes in like rounds, so it's not like you can just keep trying. It's like you have to build yourself up and try and then wait, and it happens. If not, you have to try again. I got pregnant with twins when I wanted a second baby. Well, there you go. Yeah, IVF also will frequently give you twins or triplets because they kind of put a bunch of eggs in there and hope for the best. Am I nervous for the pain I'll experience from FFS? Sure, but I'm also way more excited about the result than I am nervous for the pain. IVF was the worst and it didn't work for us. 8 weeks of daily harsh hormones, yeah. $18,000 for one round of IVF is insane. It should be available to anyone who wants it, frankly. Oh, well, thank you, Book Talk. Thank you. Someone asked about the Apple Watch. I think I have the Apple Watch 8. I'd like the new one, but there's no real reason for me to upgrade yet. Working on bottom surgery, hopefully soon. The idea is that I'll have FFS this summer, And then in theory, by the end of the year of 2025, bottom surgery. But it's a process because there's a lot more hair removal that's required for bottom surgery that I thought I was closer than I was earlier this year, but I wasn't. I was still a ways out. Joelle is a good question. I was about to pin it myself. Thank you, user52. We're on the same wavelength. Will my Adam's apple being removed affect my voice? No. So getting your Adam's apple removed, all it does is just get rid of that cartilage, as opposed to a different surgery, a very different surgery, which happens in a similar region around your neck, but vocal surgery actually gets in there with your vocal cords. This doesn't. So my voice will be the same. I just won't have a little bump there anymore. You have a question? Sure, Kat. What's the question? I struggled for a long time and got lucky. I hope you do too, says user52. Yeah. Would I want vocal surgery? No, I don't. I am, if I wanted to change my voice, which I might at some point want to change my voice, I'll never say no to it. But if I ever did, I would just train my voice. No. Does anyone know if you get to choose what you look like through FFS? You kind of can tell the surgeon, well, first you have to decide what types of procedures you want, right? Because I just described what I'm getting done, but I don't have to get those done. I could get more or less or whatever. And I told, for example, I told my surgeon, go a little easy on the nose. Don't take off so much there, just a little bit, right? Because I don't want my nose to be completely different. I like it kind of, but I want it, So, but it's not like where you can go into a video game editor and show them what you look like. It's more of an art in that way. The surgeon can take suggestions, but can't make it a precise thing. What does an Adam's apple do? Honestly, I have no idea. Certainly nothing that will help me on a day-to-day basis. Reference photos, sure. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mariah. And look, I don't dislike my face at all. I just get some gender dysphoria from it. I appreciate it. I think a common misconception of FFS is that I'm doing it to look prettier, and that's not what it is. I'm doing it to be more myself. Right now in the process, will I be prettier? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I will feel more like me. Sending healing energy. I had a nose job in May. Worst experience. Why was it the worst experience? Always live in life. Hi, Kristen. FFS also mean nose job. It can. Not always. And thank you, Cole's girlfriend. I would agree with you that I do tend to be demonized. But thank you, Effie. Hello. What makes you not want voice surgery? Isn't the goal to pass? Great question from Cade. 10 out of 10 question, Cade. I'm being serious. Isn't the goal to pass? For some people it is, but not everyone. The goal is not always to pass. Sometimes the goal is just to be yourself. And that's my goal, to be the truest version of myself that I see represented on the outside. Does that mean that eventually it might line up with passing? Maybe. But it all comes down to what gives you gender dysphoria, right? My voice doesn't give me much gender dysphoria, so I'm not that motivated to change it. And that affects my passing, right? If I had a higher voice, would I pass? With FFS, maybe. You already look feminine. Thank you, Grand Oof. But, that's all relative. That's kind of ultimately up for me to decide. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Am I getting surgery? Yes, I am. I don't know much about you, but I'm proud of you being unapologetically you. Thank you, Small Twins. I feel like your voice is most important. Sure, for some people, in terms of passing. But again, is passing the goal? Not for me. It might become the goal one day, but it isn't today. And probably won't be tomorrow. Am I getting top surgery done? No, I am not getting top surgery done. I'm actually very happy with where I'm at right now. Even though I've lost weight recently and I've thus lost some hair, it's okay. I have a high pain tolerance, painful for weeks. Oh boy. All right. Barbara said it's about the looks. It's not. It's about how she feels about them. Exactly, Megan. Thank you. What surgery am I getting? Facial feminization and body surgery. If passing isn't the goal of FFS, what is? To feel more like yourself, to see yourself represented in the mirror. Passing is not. There's nothing wrong with passing. In fact, many people like really want to pass, and like I would say maybe more people than not. If I woke up tomorrow and passed, would I be upset? No. It's not like I don't want to pass. It's just not the thing I'm pushing towards. I'm pushing towards being the version of myself that I want to see in the mirror. You know, to be more comfortable in your own skin. Exactly. Well said. Always live in life. So like, you see, it's for a lot of people, they'll be most comfortable in their skin if they pass. Gender affirming care should be more accessible. I'm sad to hear there's a wait list. I agree. It's because there's a lot of people who want gender affirming care. The surgeons all booked up. We need more gender affirming healthcare professionals. Yeah. Passing means, yeah. So like, what does passing mean? Passing means that like, no, you're not perceiving me as trans. So if you're a grocery store clerk and I, you know, I'm ringing up my groceries and you take a glance at me and you've never seen me before, you don't say, oh, trans woman. You say woman, right? You don't clock my transness. You just, you don't notice it. In fact, that's what passing means. You're passing as cisgender, which is a goal for a lot of trans people. Maybe more, probably most trans people even. I would probably bet that. I feel like she's saying a whole lot of nothing. Well, if you have questions, LOL, feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer your questions. What age did you realize you wanted to be a woman? Well, thank you, Hads. So actually, very important distinction is there's no real, am I getting dessert? Yeah, I'm getting dessert. There's no, trans people don't become a different gender. We are the gender. We just realize that we are. So I was never a boy, never. The world thought I was a boy. Even there was a while where I kind of didn't question it. But there came a day when I realized that I've always been a girl. So what age did I realize that I was a woman? 27 years old. 27 years old. More mental health professionals to provide gender affirming care. Totally. How do you deal with all the hate online? Friends and family, and staying busy. Yeah. If changing your voice does not give you gender dysphoria, why would you change your face? So, Kaylee, it's a good question. Let me pin it. So it all comes down to what is giving. No, you're fine, Heads. I'm here to answer questions like this. Why would changing my face give me euphoria, but not my voice? It all comes down to what is giving gender dysphoria. What is providing me with gender dysphoria? When I hear my voice, I don't feel like, oh God, I wish I had a different voice. But when I look at my hairline, I say, oh yeah, I wish that was not there. Right? That's gender dysphoria. So if I were to change my voice, I wouldn't feel the same kind of gender euphoria I would if I change my face. Does that make sense? Wait, that's confusing. How were you always a girl? Good question, Bougie Bay. Great question, actually. A common misconception is that when you're born, your gender is 100% determined on your body parts. That's actually not true, okay? Your gender is determined when you're born. It's been decided for you by fate or whatever. But it's actually not related to your body parts, right? The world assigns you a gender, kind of puts a label on you one way or another based on your body parts, but it might be right or it might be wrong. They put a label on me that said boy, and I never was a boy. I was a girl from day one, and I always felt uncomfortable with this label that had been given to me. And this is true for all trans people. The label that's been given to them doesn't fit. They've been put in this like box that's deeply uncomfortable. It's like being given a pair of shoes that doesn't fit. Like, right, your feet were always needed a certain kind of shoe, and you were just given the wrong pair. Does that answer your question? Right? Like, I have always been a girl. It just took me a second to realize it. Yep, gotcha, Bougie. Do you still see yourself possibly caring about your voice later on? I think what you're probably asking is, do I see myself changing my voice later on? Because I care about my voice. I think my voice is great, actually. I really like my voice. I think it's a pretty voice. I think it's a comforting voice. I like the way I talk. And I think I'm not the only one. Now, do I see myself possibly changing it? Maybe. Maybe. But not really anytime soon. No, go ahead, small twins or swall twins. Go ahead. All good. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, no, ask away. Did you have a gym? No, I haven't had any. I have not had my downstairs surgery yet. Many cis women have thicker sounding voices and they like their voice. Absolutely. Yeah. Can you define girl? Can you? Tell you what, you define it for me and then we'll go. Can cis women experience gender? So it's actually gender dysphoria is the word you're looking for. Yeah, absolutely. So a great example that I like to point to often, which for some reason gets me in trouble, is cis women who have polycystic ovarian syndrome, where often you have too much testosterone in your system or an above average amount. And a lot of times women with PCOS will develop like chin hairs or sometimes even like a mustache or a full beard, like thick, dark hair. And that is the exact definition of gender dysphoria, right? You look in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, I'm a woman and I'm growing like dark chin hairs, like pluck, 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 laser, 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 right? Caroline has PCOS, right? So now I'm not saying this is true for every woman or person with PCOS, but I would imagine that most cis women who have PCOS aren't a fan of developing chin hairs. And it just doesn't feel like that's not who you are, right? It's like, oh, it's this weird outcropping, this thing that my body is doing that isn't who I am, right? What about cis women who don't like their hairline? Is that the same thing as how you feel? Sure. Yeah, it all falls in the category of gender dysphoria, right? When male hairlines recede, right? The whole idea of like men getting hair transplants or using Rogaine, that is gender affirming care. The idea of like cis women having their hair too far back, or with cis women who get like some like laser hair removal if they have like dark hair they don't like. It's all gender affirming care. Yeah, does that make sense? I'm a cis woman and I have an Adam's oval and a deep voice. I understand that. See, there you go. There you go. How do you feel about? I don't drink, Jaylene. You go out to eat. Is it expensive? It is expensive, but I'm very lucky to have a group of Lily's Lovelies who send gifts. So I'm usually able to cover the meal, and on days when they're feeling extra generous, I am able to start to knock out the meal, but also pay for things like my health insurance, which is absolutely necessary when it comes to doing this full time. What was your question again, Bunny? Yes, I took spironolactone. Here's a good question. So spironolactone will suppress testosterone. I took it until I got my cake pops removed, at which point you no longer need to take it. But it's really, the only thing about it is it just kind of made me have to pee a lot. But it's really nothing to be scared of. It helped a lot. It made a huge difference. What gender am I attracted to? I'm attracted to women primarily, feminine presenting people. Isn't PCOS the disorder that causes painful periods? I'll need some PCOS folks to chime in here. I think so, but I mean, I also think that painful periods is something that can be experienced by a lot of people, cis women and trans men alike. Goodness, that gives me comfort. Good. Yeah, no, don't worry. Are you a trans femme? Are you just starting out on your hormones? Working on it? I take medication for kidney disease. Yes, spironolactone is used for a lot of things. More so endometriosis, sure. Would you be with a femme-presenting man? No, probably not. If you're attracted to women, does that make me a lesbian? Yes, it does. I am, and I would. And I actually have a tattoo to prove it. Lesbian flag heart. Lily had shrimp for lunch. So I had shrimp for lunch. Love it. Would you want kids in the future? No. Had a hysterectomy from cancer. Wow. Do not miss the painful periods. I can only imagine. What does cis mean? It's the opposite of trans. So if you're not trans, you're cis, and if you're not cis, you're trans. It's like if you're not left-handed, you're right-handed usually. Ambidextrous is an edge case, so it's not a perfect one-to-one, but same sort of thing. What's your Bunny? I think you're probably getting filtered because I was looking out for your question and I did not see it come through. Thank you, Camille. Could I have the dessert menu, please? Thank you. And I think I'm done here whenever you got a second. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, really good. Honestly, I was kind of my expectations were high, but it was above my expectations. Thank you. Cis women but struggling with PCOS is terrible. Yep, totally get that. Yeah, that makes sense. What's my job? You're looking at. I'm looking at it. I am a streamer by trade. Did my skin look amazing on spironolactone? Estrogen, and yeah, I guess. I don't need it anymore. I don't take it, and my skin's pretty great still. But I think that's largely due to estrogen. All right, we can get into this a little bit. Why don't we just call people who are born women with just women without the cis? In the same way that we don't call chocolate ice cream just ice cream, because there are other types of ice cream. There's vanilla ice cream, there's strawberry ice cream, there's a bunch of different kinds of ice cream. To just call it ice cream would deny the variety that makes us diverse and interesting. Cis women refers to a specific lived experience of a woman, and so does trans women. That's it. It's not an insult at all. There's no like, oh, good, this is the good kind or the bad kind. All it is just the difference between chocolate and vanilla ice cream. Chocolate and strawberry ice cream, they are both just as valid as ice cream as each other, just different flavors, both equally wonderful and delicious. Yes, good tip from user 52 if your questions aren't coming through. You plan on getting voice femme surgery? No. Isn't it wrong to call someone cis if you don't want to be called that? Well, Zay's mama queen. I'm going to focus on you right now, okay? I'm going to ask you, Zay's mama. I had this conversation yesterday, and no one could give me a good answer, all right? So maybe why we're being compared to ice cream. I mean, tell you what, ice cream's delicious, so pretty good comparison if you ask me. I'll tell you what, can you define the word cisgender for me, or just cis? Because I often find that people who are offended by the word being called cis do not know what it means. They just know they don't like it. Now, a lot of times people will like, well, it doesn't matter. I don't like define it. Tell me what it means to you. Because I could tell you what it means, but at the end of the day, it's less important than what you think it means. So, because it has a very specific definition that every time I ask this question, no one's able to give to me. I'll give you the definition after you either answer or don't. But, or I take testosterone? No. I had 27 years of testosterone. That was more than enough. More than enough. I'm going to get my lipstick out while we're waiting for... cis means sister. No, C-I-S, not S-I-S. S-I-S, sure, short for sister, but that's not what this is. Very, very different. Cis, C-I-S, is a Latin prefix. Very different meanings. I think, honestly, people conflating those two causes a lot more trouble. No, you're not muted. All right. What does it mean? Yeah, okay. So I will tell you what it means. I'm not sure if that person got muted or was looking it up. So the word cis, or the prefix cis, C-I-S, it is a Latin prefix, okay? It's been around for a long time. Latin, right? Latin we don't even use anymore. What it refers to, I'm going to use some props here just to kind of give you an idea. So if we're talking about this table, right, from here to here, this cup and this mug are on the same side of the table, right? Here, I've made it, they're on the opposite side of the table. But so when they're on the opposite side of the table, you would have to go across the table to get from one to the other, right? Pretend this is like America and this is England, right? You have to go across the ocean. What do we call a flight that goes across the ocean? Trivia question. What do you call a flight that goes across the ocean? Blank Atlantic flight. Hi, Olivia. We're doing a little lesson here. A blank Atlantic flight. What is that? No idea? Anyone? Someone's got it. I believe in you. Not international, a blank Atlantic flight. A transatlantic flight. Has no one ever heard that phrase? Transatlantic? Anyone ever heard that word? Or what's it called when you drive from California to Massachusetts? A transcontinental drive. Transcontinental. You're going, and transatlantic, you're going across the Atlantic, transversing the Atlantic. When you're going across the country, it's transcontinental. You're going across the continent. That's what trans means, is from one side to the other. It's a prefix. Transmute means to change something from one thing to another. Like you transmute lead into gold. To transport is you're bringing something from one place to another. That's what trans means. Cis is the opposite. So instead of going from one place to another, you're staying on the same side, right? So if you're taking a flight from, I don't know, Atlanta to Atlanta, which never happens, you're staying on the same side of the ocean. That's a cis Atlantic flight. No one uses that word because it's not really relevant in our day-to-day talking. But the word cis is used a lot in chemistry. It refers to when molecules are on the same side, or atoms are on the same side of a molecule, like a cis isomer is used there. Now, this is a whole lot of talking to tell you what the word cis means. But when it comes to gender, when you're a transgender person, like I am, I was assigned the gender male at birth, but I am actually on the other side of the gender spectrum. I'm a woman, right? So I'm a transgender person, from like transporting, transatlantic, transgender. Someone who is not trans, whose gender that was assigned at birth is the same as what they actually are, that's a cisgender person. So the prefix cis comes into play here, cisgender. It is not an insult. It is not a derogatory word. It simply refers to your gender, your true actual gender, versus the one you were assigned at birth. That's all. Does that make sense? I'm glad to help, Dizzy Kitty. Glad to help. Well, once again, Carrie Brotherton, I just explained it to you, right? Do you see that the way I've explained it to you explains that there's no derogatory nature to it, right? So if that's the case, then why don't you want to be called it? Or is it that you don't really care what the definition is and you just don't like it because you don't like a word that's just being attached to you that means that it's okay to be trans? Because that's ultimately what it comes down to, is people are upset by the word cis because the word cis implies that it's okay to be trans, right? If there's, just like the word gay implies that the word straight implies that it's okay to be gay, the word cis implies that it's okay to be trans, and that upsets people. That's the real crux of it, is that. But I am happy to explain cis versus trans because it's a pretty simple thing. The easiest way to say it is that cis is the opposite of trans and trans is the opposite of cis. Left is the opposite of right, up is the opposite of down. It's not like up is better than down or left is better than right. It literally is just two directions. Thank you. How much of a change did it make for you after addiction? A huge change. I was able to really tune into my true self. Substance abuse was really held me back, as it does most people. Of course, Alchemist, thank you. Thank you for saying so. Is there a difference between gender dysmorphia and gender dysphoria? So gender dysmorphia isn't really a thing. You can talk about body dysmorphia, where what you see in the mirror isn't the same as what other people will see, right? And that usually comes down to body image issues, body dysmorphia, but that's not really relevant to the trans experience, at least it's not an essential part of the trans experience. Gender dysphoria, on the other hand, which anyone can experience, not just trans people. Gender dysphoria means an incongruence between how you feel on the inside, what your true gender is on the inside, and the way that you are able to express yourself on the outside, how you look, how people perceive you, that kind of thing. It's not to do with your actual like body dimensions, if that makes sense. Yeah, gotcha. All right, let me read you the menu, okay? So I've got something in my tooth, and it's really bothering me. No one goes referring to their friends, to people as their cis friend or relative. I absolutely do. Like, people wanted to know when the girl I was dating, is she cis? Yeah, she's cis. It's just another thing. Like, what color is her hair? She's cis. What does she do for work? Right? Like, just questions. You're a real woman. I'm also a real woman. Maddie. We are both real women. Okay, we've got mango sticky rice with coconut sticky rice, mango sorbet, fresh mango, coconut milk, and dried mango. Chocolate lava cake with flourless chocolate cake, white chocolate pandan center, served with a vanilla bean ice cream, and coconut panna cotta. Yeah, we got plenty of. Honestly, most people that tune into these streams are cis women, majority of them. And coconut panna cotta with mango coulis and seasonal berries. You like mango sticky rice? I like mango sticky rice too, but is today a day for chocolate lava cake? Is it though? You want to talk about your cis mother? Sure. But at the end of the day, Anne, my mother is cisgender. My dad is cisgender. My brother is cisgender. My hopefully soon-to-be girlfriend is cisgender. You, I'm assuming, are cisgender. I am transgender. Neither is better than the other. Neither is worse than the other. We both just are, right? I'm left-handed. You're probably right-handed. Neither is better. There's no advantage in life to using your left hand or right hand. There's no advantage to life of being... Hi, I'm between the lava cake and the mango sticky rice. Today feels like more of a lava cake day.
It is a warm lava cake day, I think.
Let's do it. And could I have another... actually, no, I'm good. Thank you. Thanks. Lava cake. Yeah, we're going to do chocolate lava cake. Do you believe in... So once again, biological is not the right word, Camille. You're talking about cisgender men being in women's sports. So cisgender men, no, because cisgender men are pumped full of testosterone, right? Transgender women, my hormonal makeup is practically the same as a cisgender woman's. Also, I'm terrible at sports. Let me tell you a story really quick. I used to swim in high school. I was on the swim team, and I was bad. When I was 17 and 5'11" at the time, I was so bad that they had to put me in swim heats against middle school girls, and I still lost. Okay? Just because you're a little taller, have more testosterone, doesn't mean you necessarily have an advantage. Sports, like, not all sports need brute strength. Hi, Sharona. And even ones that do, there's no evidence, none whatsoever, that suggests that trans women are advantaged in some huge way over cis women. In fact, the one thing I like to remind you of is you never see a headline that's like, oh, trans woman loses at sports. You never see that, right? There's never like a headline like, oh, controversy, a trans woman lost at a sports game today. No, because no one cares about that. But you do see a headline if a trans woman wins at sports. For every one time a trans woman wins in sports, there's hundreds of times that a trans woman is losing in sports, right? I think it's important to remember. Thank you, Mika. No, Emily and I broke up over the summer, Ellen. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Crystal. Cis is Latin prefix. Cis is a Latin prefix for on the same side of. Yeah. So cisgender. Yeah. Would I ever do a collab with... I have no idea who that is, Prize Working. I would need to look into them. What are you sorry to hear, Anne? If they lose, yeah, exactly. Yeah. If they win, they had an advantage. Right. Yeah, that's what people are thinking. It's fake. Not true. All right, we're going to go back into sub-only chat. Am I religious? No, I'm not religious. I am culturally Jewish, but it's not really a big part of my life anymore. It used to be more of a part of my life, but not so much these days. Woo! Wow. We were really doing it there, huh? We were getting into it, weren't we? Look at us go. Hi, subscribers. Hello, lovelies. Welcome back. Thank you to my mods Rihanna, user52, any other mod who's here right now, love you. Thank you for keeping this safe. I think we'll probably, for the rest of the stream, have this on. Because, crazy day. Welcome back, friends. Adriana's here. Thank you, Adriana. Hi, honey. How you doing? Hello, Trish. Mods are awesome. Welcome back, Nick. Hello, Ann O'Toole. Thank you for subscribing. A fancy sip of tea. Sorry about my breakup. Thank you. Yeah, me too. But also, I'm seeing someone new, and I'm so excited about her. It's starting to feel kind of Looney Tunes. I agree. Thank you. Can I ask, was it strange and a shock to your body when you stopped eating kosher? I never did eat kosher. I used to be more in the Jewish world, but even still, even at my most involved, I still never really believed in God. And I also never ate kosher. I ate like when other people needed me to eat kosher around them, I would, but like I never fasted for Yom Kippur. It just never really was relevant to me. Food's been great. Live's been wild today. A lot of noise today, I think. And no, we got lava cake coming. Very excited about that. It's the day. It's rainy and cold and gray out. We're in a. I think lava cake is important. You need a little bit of chocolate on a day like this. You know what I mean? Like the mango sticky rice is cold. I was trying to say cis is the correct way to refer to someone instead of real or bio. Correct. Anne. That is absolutely correct. Thank you for trying to clarify. A lot of people get so upset about that. It all comes down to people who think that we're trying to take something when in reality we're asking them to share. Right? It's people who don't know how to share or think that sharing somehow. It's the same people who thought that gay marriage was taking marriage away from them. It never was. You know? Thank you. You're glowing. They love you. Let them be. Yeah. What are you gonna do? And today's Friday. I'm so excited for this weekend. Oh, I'm so excited to hang out with my new person. I was struggling for a word there for a second. I didn't want to use too extreme of a word. Yep. Plans tonight, super chill. I think probably just going back to my apartment. It's rainy. Watch a movie later with some friends online. Chill Friday. Probably go to bed early. But then tomorrow, going out dancing. Sunday, going to a Friendsgiving. Yeah. Jewish food is always interesting. I think you don't need to. I mean, if you have, like, there are lots of Jewish people out there who don't keep kosher. They're called Reform Jews, and the majority of Jews in America do not keep kosher. Dancing is very fun. I'm super excited. Yeah. And I'm mostly just excited to spend time with this girl that I'm seeing, but with April. But it's fun to do stuff with her. It becomes enhanced when you're with someone you like. I hope I have a great weekend too. It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be one for the books, because then next weekend will probably also be really fun. That's interesting. I'll have to look more into it. How's queer friendly? Oh, super friendly. I mean, at least again in the Reform sect of Judaism, very progressive generally. I mean, there's a lot of people, so a lot of opinions, but most of the Jews that I met over the years were very, very progressive and cool about that kind of stuff. My lady friend is coming. Yes, I wouldn't have it without her. Sounds like you got good things planned. I'm so glad you have a blossoming relationship. Me too. Is April her real name? No, it's not her real name. It's just what we're calling her here. I am keeping any like real identifiable parts of her identity hidden, just because there's nothing that like I can tell you she has a nice job, but like you don't need to know what she does, right? To know that I'm like really into her, because the last thing I want is people harassing her. Because Emily, who I dated previously, who was very cool with me talking about her, because she was a content creator as well. that resulted in a lot of harassment for her, which I hated to see. And, you know, she was okay with it. I mean, as much as you can be, but does she know I make TikTok? She does. She knows that I am a full-time content creator. And she's very, very cool with it. And honestly, very supportive so far. Yeah, exactly. Chris, excuse me. You're glowing, my friend. Your joy brings me joy. Bye. Where did I meet her? I met her at a party. Met her at a party. A party of mutual interests. And we hit it off there immediately. And yeah, it was wonderful. And then we went on a date the next week. And then another date, and then another date. And it was just continues to be great. Talked to her last night on FaceTime. We ordered our Thanksgiving meal. It's great. So eventually, if you two get closer, will we get to meet her if she wants to be on a live? Look, if she wants to, I wouldn't stop her. But from what I can tell, I don't think she's like a in front of the camera kind of person, which is not a knock against her, because I would say probably most people aren't. And also, even if she wasn't in front of the camera kind of person, it's such a sticky situation when you have this kind of hate coming at you, because I had to learn how to deal with this. I had to learn how to defend myself and protect myself from this kind of thing. You know, I would call myself a seasoned veteran of internet hate. She is not. And that's really, thank you. I don't want to throw her into that. She deserves better than that. Is she cis? Yes, she is a cisgender woman. That is one detail I will absolutely confirm. She is a cisgender woman. She is 2 or 3 years older than me. She's a sweetheart. I get that because I'm more of the behind the scenes kind of guy. Yeah, and I think she probably is too. But again, if she asked me like, hey, can I go on a stream? I can't imagine she ever would. But if she did, I would absolutely oblige her. But until that day comes, she has every right to the privacy. No one should have to feel like just because they're dating me, they had to live a public life. I mean, there's a certain level of fame that I am not even close to, that, you know, you can't marry Justin Bieber and be anonymous. You can't marry like a super famo and not have people figure out who you are, but it's possible at this point for me. Ooh, my nail polish is finally starting to come off. Look at that, y'all. See that? Ooh, this means okay, now we have to pick a new nail color. What do you think? Look at that. There it is. The woman behind the woman, exactly. Behind every woman is another woman. The P. Diddy situation, terrible. Lock him up forever. Goodbye. And anyone who ever was associated with him. Purple, you think? Like a dark purple, like a plum, maybe? Burgundy red, maybe? I think a deep red could be good. Kind of like a cinnamon, maybe? It is very satisfying. And once it starts to peel off, it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm peeling it all off now. Hi, Heather. Hello. A wine color, sure. That could be good. Yeah, I think like a deeper red, or like cinnamon, like a brownish red, or purple could be good. I actually wouldn't dislike a deep purple. Yeah, I should go to my nail place. Where should I go? Maybe before I go dancing tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. The exact same way. Wait, what are you exactly the same way about? Going navy next. Ooh, that's fun. Navy's a good color. I like navy. I don't wear a lot of it, but a brick red, a dark brick red. I can like that. Get bricked up. That'd be fun. Yeah. I've got a new nail place I've been going to, because one that's relatively close to me just shut down, at least temporarily. When you do your nails, I mean, yeah. Okay, well, 2 of them are gone, and if you know me, you know that I need symmetry in my life. Political statement for me. Oh, I see. The navy. Good. You tell them. I like to peel and pick it when it starts to come off. I try not to, but then like when one nail just completely comes off, it's fair game because I can't have uneven nails. They must be even. I currently have cranberry and tortoise on my ring fingers. That's fun. That's really fun. I can't do polish on my natural nails. It always peels within hours. Now, does that include gel polish? Because gel polish usually sticks at least a couple weeks for me. Usually. We're getting there. Nothing sticks when anything else. Huh. What about acrylics? I guess, do those not stick either? Does the glue? Maybe your nail has just got some sort of difference to it. Use nail stickers. Now, are those like acrylics, like acrylic stickers? Or are they... How does that work? I can do the acrylics and like dip nails. And they say, okay, interesting. There's this machine in San Francisco. I guess they're at a bunch of places now, but you sit down and it's a machine and it does it. Just stickers. Interesting. Stickers. And they stay for a while. Do they stay for longer than gel? But yeah, you sit down. Maybe I'll do that for my next like subscriber only blog. You just sit down, you hold really still, and the machine does your nails, and it's like 10 minutes. And it's pretty cheap too, at least cheaper than regular nails. Say about 2 weeks. Okay, yeah, 2 weeks is about this nail place has given me like roughly 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks of nails. I got these earlier this month. Nope, you didn't miss dessert. Thank you, Heart, for subscribing. Welcome. Here, I'll take a nice fancy sip of water for you. Yeah, I know, don't they look interesting? I don't know if they're gel or not, though, because... Hi, Caitlin. Maybe I'll try one. Maybe not when it's not so rainy out, I can go find the machine. A very beautiful, very dark pink. Ooh, that's nice. I bet it does, Anne. That's nice. Hi, Brandy. How's it going? Just picking off this brown polish. It is so satisfying to tear off. I was also considering acrylics, but I don't know. I subscribed before, didn't... Oh, well, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing. A very fancy sip of water. We still have a chocolate lava cake coming, which I'm excited about. I haven't had the chocolate lava cake here before, I don't think. When you do acrylics, I would do short. Look, you know I'm gay, which means you gotta be having those short nails. And I'll let you fill in the blanks there. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. Thank you, Mo, for subscribing. Does acrylics damage your nails? So this is the vanilla bean gelato. I'm trying to see if I can get the camera to focus on that. Close enough. Boom. Thank you, Ashley, for subscribing. All right, we get a sip for Ashley and Pimo. For Ashley, thank you. And Pimo, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. All right, I'm going to do a close-up lava 11 away from the Cheesecake Factory stream. I'm not sure. One or the other. All right, so I'm going to get this focus, and I'm going to do the... Here we go. You ready? Okay, a little less lava than we'd like, but that's okay. It looks very moist in there. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mo. Welcome. Thank you for that. You're so sweet. All right. Okay, I see the pond. Oh, no, actually, this it's pretty wet in there. Oh, this looks really good, actually. Ooh. There we go. Boom. Wow. Wonderful. And everyone ever listen to that podcast, Wonderful? Wow. What a treat this is. What a treat. I wish I could eat 17 of these right now. It's so good. It's so, I mean, it may not look like it from your end, but they do follow through on the lava cake. It was a mint leaf and it was fine. Yeah, Rona. You got to get this. Or make it or whatever you need. Whatever you got to do to get it, you got to do it. Is it good? What a great way to start a Friday. So I want to watch a horror movie later tonight. Maybe a classic one, or maybe a new one. Any recommendations? Yeah, is that new? Actually, is that new information? Maybe I just glossed over that in my head. Is that new? Are you recently pregnant? User 52 says congrats. Fear Street on Netflix, maybe. Smile 2 is on Prime. I have seen Smile 2. I don't really want to watch it again. Not that it was bad or anything. It was good. Congratulations, Rona. How far along are you? This must be new because yeah, now I'm thinking like, I don't think you had mentioned this. Wow. That's great. We've got another lovely entering the world. Wow. Semi-new. Wow. Well, congrats to you. That's huge. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. That's so great. I will airlift one of these to you immediately. The Deliverance. I've not heard of The Deliverance, but open to it. Fear Street, I've heard. I wouldn't mind Friday the 13th Part 2. What do y'all think about that? Friday the 13th Part 2? Could be fun. Or maybe a more modern one. Imagine you were watching this with me. What would you want to watch? Would you want to go more modern? Put yourself in my shoes tonight. User 52 says modern. I see. Yeah, Fear Street sounds fun then. I know that's one that's been on my list for a while. There's nothing wrong with a double feature now, is there? Horror movies aren't your thing. Oh, Wicked was so good. Enjoy. Last one I watched, I believe was vintage, because it was Nightmares. Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street. I watched recently, so it was vintage, which means I guess it's time for a modern. Then again, I'm never gonna say no to a vintage horror movie because those are my favorite type of horror movie. But then again, oh, Heretic is good. I recommend Heretic. Very fun. A nature documentary. Heretic is fun. Hugh Grant is just incredible in that. It's not a movie that I was like so blown away by, but it was like really solid and like a very decent horror movie. Did a lot of things well. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing Fear Street. There's also this movie called In a Violent Nature that is a modern slasher movie that I'm interested in, but probably Fear Street is a little bit more interesting. The new movie with Hugh Grant, yeah, where it's about these missionaries. I think they're Mormon missionaries. The modern ones never seem as good as the classics. Alyssa, I tend to agree. But yeah, these like missionary girls show up at Hugh Grant's place, and he's like, shows them inside, and they very quickly learn that they can't leave. And it kind of goes from there. That's like the non-spoiler version of that movie. It is, it's freaky. It's a great movie. Yeah. I mean, Hugh Grant is the thing that makes that movie work. If it wasn't Hugh Grant, then or someone who isn't as like he makes it. Sounds interesting. Heretic, I believe it's still in theaters. I saw it last weekend or a week and a half ago. But in today's like streaming economy, chances are it'll be up for streaming in like a week, maybe a couple weeks is my guess. Maybe within a month. You'll love the ending. What was the ending again? Oh yeah, it was a decent ending. I'm not sure how I feel about the. I don't want to spoil it. I liked where it went generally. Yeah, I think streaming's good. Blink Twice, I can't watch because it has the one thing that I cannot watch in a horror movie is when there is SA that happens, or that's just something I can't handle. So when that happens, I am that or animals suffering. Can't do it. Either of those. If it happens in the theater, thank you. Here, let me give you my card. The lava cake was the correct choice.
Good. Absolutely
the correct choice. Thank you for swapping out those appetizers for me.
Definitely.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. Yeah.
You're totally fine. You did say samosas, and I should have been like, oh, is the salad okay? But no, you're totally fine.
I've had it before. Before I went caffeine free, I had the full version of it, and it was the best thing ever.
It is delicious.
It's so good.
Really good. But yeah, I totally understand that.
No.
But thank you so much.
Thank you. See you soon. All right. And now you have to, if you looked at the number, you had to tell me. You can't guess. But y'all ready to do the guessing game? All ready to play the guessing game? To remind you what we had a honey ginger tea, a kibbat shrimp, and a lava cake. What'll it be? How much was that? I tipped 30% maybe? You look so you're out. Okay. I didn't mean to show it. Okay. We're on the honor system today. You saw it. Okay. Thank you. 77. 52. Now, Vicky, I'm going to take that as dollars because I don't know how to convert to pounds in my head. Okay. I think all the guesses are in. Okay. The closest person was Flame Princess. And isn't this the second time you've won in the last few days? And didn't you win earlier this week? Caroline guessed 84. No, not quite. A little too much. You're about $10 over, roughly $12 over, because the total you won again. Wow. All right. Yeah. It was second time this week. So pre-tip it was $52.50. I tipped $15 on top of that, which brings us to seven. Wait. No. It was $57.02. Right, and I tapped $15 on top of that, brings it to $72.02 for a $72.02, which means that Flame Princess was $1, close to $2 off, which is not bad. Now, Flame Princess, do you know what you win? You are on a roll. Did you know what you win? You don't know. There's no way you would know. I haven't told anyone. You only saw dessert. Fair enough. There's no way Flame Princess would know what they won. I think that would be crazy because I've never said out loud what anyone would win at all. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Two insanely generous gifts just came through. Wow. Wow. Flame Princess, we'll read those in just a second, but Flame Princess, I'm going to tell you, you win. Wait, hold on. Let me check my notes. I'm going through my book of notes here. Sorry, just my fingers get so dry. I gotta. Oh, are we sure about this? It says nothing. Yeah, that's the right. Okay, here's the thing. So the line that says your prize says nothing, but then above and below it says everything. So here's what I'm going to say. To avoid any sort of clerical errors, I'm going to say that you win both nothing and everything. Okay? Is that all right with you? I just want to make sure. I don't want anyone to feel like they missed out. So, I'll take any heat from my superiors if they're mad about me giving you both prizes. But you win that, plus my love, affection, etc. Congratulations. Flame Princess. Take it to go. Perfect. Now, 2 very generous gifts just came through. And I don't think I missed any others. Let me triple check. Someone accepted my calendar invite. No, I haven't missed anyone else. The first one is from someone with the first initial of W. Oh. It took me a second to decipher their message. But W has made their opinion very clear. They want me to watch a vintage horror movie tonight. Now, W, my friend, I think I will. In fact, I might push for Friday the 13th Part 2. Because I saw Part 1 recently, and Part 2 is even better. Now, thank you, Anne. W sent $25, which is a lot of money. I mean, when you look at the bill here, this plus the gift after this that came through have firmly put today's stream in the realm of, oh, not only did the lovelies take care of this meal for me, they have also contributed to things like groceries and health insurance and my electricity bill, things like this. And that literally warms me because heat is expensive, but also warms my heart. And I say that sincerely because it means a lot that y'all vote with your wallets to keep me coming back every day. Yesterday it got brought up like, oh, Lily's parents support her. No, they don't. Oh, Lily's like independently wealthy. No, I'm not. I am firmly in the middle class. I am lucky enough to be able to support myself living in San Francisco, but that's only because of y'all. Y'all are the ones keeping me in San Francisco in this safe place. So thank you. Thank you, W, for that gift. And I am pushing for vintage horror tonight. Thank you. Also, thank you. Now, if this person wants for me to say their name, let me know. But their first initial starts with C. Will I be watching alone? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Maybe someone will join me. Caroline! There you are. Just want to triple check. Sometimes, people get nastiness in their inbox when they say it was them. Caroline sent $75. Once again, not at the risk of sounding overly sentimental here, it is such an honor to do this. I think a lot of times people will be like, well, get a real job. And it's like, well, this is a job. Or at least it's how I support myself, even though it doesn't feel like it. And not many people get to say that they do something like this for a job because it's fun. I would say most people's jobs are not fun. My job is fun. It's meaningful. It's exciting. It's delicious. I've met so many friends here. And y'all keep it going. Y'all are the gas in the tank of this stream. You put gasoline in the tank. This is pretty much like what it is. These gifts are putting gas in the tank of the engine, which is the stream and the community. So thank you. And I agree. I think it's important too. But I think for someone who isn't here every day and doesn't see what we do here all the time, it can kind of just look like dilly-dallying. But I think you can see that it's not. And same for Caroline. Caroline says, dinner on me with a pink heart emoji. Enjoy, XO. I did enjoy. I will continue to enjoy as I feel that chocolate lava cake for the rest of the day. It was so wonderful. Thank you, Caroline. Love you very much. You are the best. I am so pumped to be back. I'm excited. I think I'm getting a little bit closer to being able to commit to a weekly schedule. I feel closer than I've ever been. Like I said yesterday, I'm kind of honing in on a like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday schedule. Depending, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll make it 5 days a week. We shall see. But I'm getting ever closer. And I freaking love today. Today was so much fun, even with all the craziness earlier. So, yeah. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, W. I said it like George W. That's not what I meant. W. Thank you, everyone. I love you. I am excited to be back. I'm excited to stream next week. Once again, I will be back Monday. That is the plan. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but definitely Thursday. Thursday, I'll be streaming at 1:30 p.m.-ish Pacific time. I have a reservation at a restaurant. Going to be eating Thanksgiving food with y'all. We'll take our time. It won't be a rush stream at all. I'm not exactly sure what's on that menu. I would imagine turkey and potatoes will be there. Just my guess. Thank you. Thank you, Ian. You too. Have an awesome weekend, Trish. You too, Nick. Any other housekeeping? I don't think so. I'll probably have new nails by the time you see me next. Monday and Tuesday, 1:30. Probably earlier than that, Monday, Tuesday. Probably closer to noon. I'm not sure. But earlier is the goal. I've been waking up at 6:30 every morning to try to get on stream by noon or so, because there's a lot of prepping to do for each stream. So anyways, love y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Next week I'll have my dance party to tell you about, as well as my Friendsgiving, and probably more gushing about this girl I'm seeing. So anyways, thank you, Mo. Love y'all. And of course, as always, stay lovely.